welcome back to Duty's Daggers. We're doing a cut test with the Prince Customs Protean. This is a cut test that's been asked for a while now, and I just keep forgetting to do it, but here we're finally going to do it. So this is the sheep's foot version of the Protean. The blade steel is 20 CV, and I freaking love this knife, man. Really snappy action, super cool design. Love how just everything flows in the handle, the lines and everything just really come together and make something really cool. And I'm also excited to see how this deep hollow grind performs. The blade stock is pretty thick on this knife, but I think the deep hollow grind is going to save it. So we're starting with a double thickness cardboard. And yeah, so far seems slicing just fine. Well, in fact, I would say it's slicing very well. It's a deep machined hollow grind, which is pretty cool. You don't see machined hollow grinds that often. It's much easier to machine a flat bevel, obviously. Much more difficult to machine it hollow. So pretty cool. And as you can see, it's cutting very nicely through cardboard. Now, since this is the sheep's foot version, it's going to be great at utility cutting too. Got that low tip, breezing through the thick cardboard like it's nothing. Do a couple long ones. Clean and easy. Okay, what's next? Let's do the glove test. Let's roll up this leather glove here. Do some cutting on it. This is a sheep's foot blade shape with a little bit of belly. So you can kind of get some of that belly down on the surface and use that to pinch your material. And damn, yeah, I was really impressed at how it cut that leather glove. Really easily. And it's that deep hollow grind, you know? It really is. Next up, we'll get into some Cecil rope. Just demonstrating how you can get some belly down on the surface before your knuckles hit. Pretty good, not bad at all. I've noticed if your edge isn't a bitey edge, if it's more of a smoothed edge, it really doesn't cut through Cecil rope very well at all. You want a bitey edge to get through that stuff. And I could tell the edge on this Protean was a little bit slippery, but it was still going through pretty nicely. So I think if I ever sharpen this, I might go with a little bit more toothy edge. Let's try some of this thick, plasticky-ish tubing. Real hard for knives with thick geometry to get through. But again, this hollow grind, man, making it easy. And it's not one of those hollow grinds that's like deep down towards the handle, but then once it gets towards the tip, it's not quite as deep. It's deep all the way, man. All the way to the tip. Let's cut this 2-inch strap. A little more than halfway through. There's not a whole lot of cutting edge that we're working with here, so that's probably why. Also, you know, we've lost some sharpness. Yeah, about 3/4 of the way through that time. I don't think that's too bad for having about a 3-inch blade. Feels just like it did when I started. Nice and solid lockup, great action. All right, what do we got next? Let's test the edge. How's this 20 CV doing? Cool, yeah, still cutting paper. Not as easy as when we started, but still doing it. Again, this is not a factory edge. This is an edge that I've been using for a while now, so keep that in mind too. With a nice fresh edge, it would have done even better. But for 20 CV, even that is perfectly good. Let's strop her up. This is a really easy blade shape to strop. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that glide. So easily strap backable. Very nice. Very good to see. You know, I already knew that it cut well, but it's just good to see it holding the edge nicely too. The Protean's one of my favorite knives. I absolutely love it. It's a knife that I really have zero problems with at all. Not even a small annoyance, nothing. I love everything about the knife. So, highly recommend it if you can get your hands on one. He seems to be dropping them fairly regularly, so, you know, if you're persistent with his drops, you will get one eventually. This one I traded my original Protean for, because I had the drop point one, and then I decided I liked the look of this sheep's foot better, so I found someone to trade with me. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Like the video before you leave. See you next time.